Thanks everyone for joining us this evening. Allow me to introduce our host for the evening from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Don Carson.
Hi everyone. Just going to spend a second here with my little pup. She's such a good girl, and she's enjoying some time with us, considering that we're around the house a lot more. I think that's a benefit of lots of what's been happening. Is your animals at home can sure enjoy your home time. So I guess there's ways to look at everything, and that's what I'm going to try to share with you tonight. My thoughts around this time we're in and where we're going, and you know what comes out of that often is opportunity. But I can share with you that, you know, as I said in a little live I did last night, sometimes the fear can get the best of you. So for me, I'm trying to find the positive in most of my day and the evening, and I've been looking and searching through lots of the other colleagues that I have in this industry, this home-based business industry, of the way they're approaching this very unique time, and how they're looking at this time and trying to either take advantage of it or concentrate on, you know, getting the most value from the efforts they put into it. And so as I say that to you, I wanted to introduce you to this particular company that we're working with and have been working with. It's a company called Valentis, and I got to tell you that I've been here for almost 5 years. In August this year, it'll be 5 years. And I've been through as many businesses. You will go through a growth spurt. You'll find you get a plateau. You'll drop a little bit. You grow. You'll plateau. And we've done that actually over the last 5 years. But what I've noticed throughout all that 5-year journey is that the company kept evolving. It wasn't that the company started where it is today 5 years ago. The company is where it is today, and it's been evolving for the last 5 years. I say that because it's added products. It's added some opportunity globally with expansion. It's setting itself up with warehousing and legal corporations in the global efforts, so that we can actually have what we would call a global opportunity. And you know, it's not just concentrating on one area of what I describe as the wellness journey, you know, which would be weight management. So many people tend to look at the weight management side of our business with the coffee that we have, the 3 or 4 different coffees where you can drink coffee and lose weight, and get excited about that particular opportunity to share with people. And I agree with you, it is an excellent approach, but there's also these other approaches. And so as I've done my own research recently, I've noticed that in this world we're in today, people are really learning that inflammation has been such a challenge for so many for so long. And we've also learned that much of this inflammation is as a result of sugar and other things we've introduced to our diet for so many years. And then recently, there is a strain that's been running around and causing all kinds of havoc in the world economy and the fear of people. And more research you do about that is it has some sort of an effect on inflammation. And that's what is challenging us today. And as I look at that, I started to do my own research and looked at ingredients and tried to find what particular ingredient I could take or consume that might assist. And it came back to the very simple thing that a Dr. Joe Aarons, 2-time nominated scientist, have been sharing for quite a while, is how you got to chaperone the sugar through your body. Because if you don't, you get inflammation, which means you've got to have good blood flow. You've got to have your digestion system working properly. And all of that is a relation to many of the product categories that I'll touch on tonight with those of you that watch this recording, you know, live or after. You know, Valentis itself is a company that really started in August of 2014. It's debt-free today. It has gone through a growth curve over the years, up, down, and then continually up this last year to hit a total number over the last 5.5 years of 200 million and growing in revenues. They're expected to continue their growth curve this year. And I would tell you that because we are actually ahead of this month, as we continue our journey of finding where we want to be as a company globally and how we're going to expand. And as the company does more research, just last week I happened to spend a corporate time with some of the main leaders in the company, and Dave Jordan included, our CEO, who started this back out of actually Grand Forks and Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And I was able to be privy to a number of different things that they're working on. And I can tell you that, you know, a good friend for many of us, a fellow by the name of John Aremza, is continually now, especially in the last 5, 6, 7 days after this meeting we were in, saying what we've heard him say before, which is he's never been so excited. And I've spent so much time with Dave because sometimes he'll drive from Sioux Falls to Grand Forks where he has his other home, and we'll spend that 5-hour time where he'll chat and pick up the phone. And he's been saying just he's never been more excited about the time that this company is in for the future. But in behind that, we've all got to get really, really cognizant of where we are as a world and really get our head around the fact that, you know what, without standing on a soapbox, without telling people I told you so, this industry of taking matters into your own hands, having a plan B, having that second, third, or fourth source of income is a real wise decision. And I'm one good example today of sharing why I'm seeing that firsthand. I have two traditional businesses. My wife has one, and I have another. I watched the last 5 years of the time I've been with Valentis, my check in Valentis come to me every Friday. I've never been asked to lend the company money. I've never been asked to sign a personal guarantee with Valentis. I've never been asked to be put into a risk situation where I've got to invest into products that may or may not become obsolete. I've never been asked to buy a product that the price that I pay today may be completely different tomorrow as a result of the dollar changing in value up and down, as we are seeing today when our US and Canadian dollar fluctuates as much as it does. Some of the products that I priced and sold a week and a half ago in one of my traditional businesses today will cost me 6% more than what I sold it at. That's risk. Why do I share that with you? Well, I want you to understand that this industry of somebody else designing and developing and creating and orchestrating how to get the product from point A to point B, and all of those people that are in behind that scene that are creating and formulating and designing and coming up with this amazing entourage of products have eliminated much of what I'm seeing in my traditional business today. They're eliminating the risk. So on a go-forward basis, I want to share as an entrepreneur with all of you, you're in the right place at the right time. My wife's business is in the wedding pavilion restaurant building, and we're getting cancellations, obviously. And we've got concerns now because large weddings that were booked for the next 6 months had lots of people that were traveling in from overseas. Well, the border's been shut down. How are those people going to get in? Obviously, that puts a strain on the business, but yet rent, taxes of the property, the utilities, the food that you had bought that suddenly doesn't get consumed is going to spoil, and so on and so on and so on. I'm not giving you a sad story of Don Carson. I'm giving you the reality of the world we're in. So my message to those of you that watch this and those of you that take the time to understand the network marketing industry as what it is the most efficient form of distribution for above average people or anybody who wants to dream again. It gives you a chance to certainly not sit still and let the world around you change. You can change. It's an industry that I chatted today on what we call a three-way call with one of our leaders who put me on a phone call with somebody who asked the value of being an emerald and the thing about maintaining an emerald position. It was so easy for me to say how I understand the value of that and why it works so well for a person to do their loyalty and stay in a relationship with the business in terms of what purchase on a monthly basis. And once I got off that phone call, I know they felt comfortable with the fact that they are here for the long term. Because you see, here's the thing you have to understand. Your one-time investment, maybe that's the wrong word. Nobody's investing in Valentis. Your one-time commitment of $20 to get started here in our business gives you the chance. And I honestly, our lives are full of what ifs. What if you spent $20 time with us and chose to learn and earn in this incredible company? What if that helped you every Friday an extra 100, 200, 500, $800, $1,000, whatever dollar to add to your family's safety net. What if it was your full-time income one day? For some people, that is the case. In our case, my wife and I, we are relying more and more on our Valentis income. And thank God that we did build this over the last 5 years, because we're now setting our stages for the next 5 and 10 years of our time in this Valentis family. So I encourage all of you to take this Zoom call recording very, very seriously from an entrepreneur that's made well over $20+ million. I made lots of money in my life. I've spent lots of money. I see what's happening in the markets today. I've experienced that in my lifetime as well. I want you all to know that what goes down goes up, but I also know that for each and every one of you, you've got a chance to talk to the people that you care about out there and give them a chance to succeed again in an adventure that for a one-time $20 can get them started on an incredible journey. So let's talk about that journey. A couple of wellness principles that I love to share are pain relief, brain and mental clarity and focus, digestion, blood flow, and of course, vanity being the part of the new ability to have wrinkles removed with our Instant Youth Cream, and the weight management side of our business, which again can fill into the vanity. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you like what you see? We've got a category. So I love to share with people that I'm involved with a globally expanding company that works off of 4 or 5 wellness principles that really give me a chance to pick an area I want to go into and talk to people from a place that I feel that I should talk to them from, which is the areas that I enjoy and use. Now, I want to touch on 4 or 5 different products, and I'll let you then go to valentisproducts.com and look at the other products. Have somebody share with you their website, and you can see more. The person that actually asked you to jump on this or watch this recording, they'll happily send you a link on our Prevail Imulin product. They can send you what we call Ditto Touches on our products for an interactive basis, so you can actually do your own quick clicking to see what information you're looking for. Nobody's going to pressure you, because ultimately it becomes a decision on your own if you want to get involved in the company and participate, or if you'd like to be a product user. And so let me just say that the one ingredient that I am absolutely blown away with is quercetin. I'm not going to tell you why. I just want you to know that that particular ingredient is making me feel very comfortable in where I am at this time in our society, because it is helping me with my inflammation. And I've seen it firsthand in the ingredients that are in our Imulin N product, the first product I wanted to touch on. Our Imulin C product, which is the second version, has less quercetin in it, but it is designed to help people with their sugar. Now, again, I'm not here to tell you that we do anything, cure anything, or involved in anything that can take, or it just helps you. The whole principle of our product line is to help your body get control and support its immune system. So when I understood what quercetin was, I did my own research. I firsthand now know why I'm able to be more active. My activity level has gone up. I am way more productive than I used to be. And part of that is because 5 years ago, I almost died in a boating accident. And that boating accident became something that has actually caused my wife and myself to be restrictive. She actually shattered her ankle and her shoulder. And this product in Imulin M, the last 6 months when we started on it, got me back on my feet. Way more active, playing the sport I love, volleyball, working out again, getting in shape again. And I can tell you that I know for a fact that it has helped my back. My back had a lot of inflammation. Didn't matter what I did, how I went to a chiropractor. In 1 month, I went every week 4 times. I've tried everything. Cost me lots of money, the hour to drive there, the hour while I was there, the hour to drive back. That productivity, I would replace any day of the week for about $6 a day. Because that's what it cost me for what I take currently, which is 3 pills in the morning and 3 at bedtime. That's my Imulin M experience. And what it's done for me is it's actually given me the ability to have all of that feeling back where I don't feel like I'm restricted. So I'm way more productive. And I'm not going to driving an hour here and an hour there and an hour back. I'm saving all kinds of money, and I love it. So that's my Imulin story. For my wife, I just want to say that she's having some surgery tomorrow. And you know, the thing about the Imulin is it takes your blood to the point where it maybe flows a little bit better, thins it out slightly for obvious reasons to help eliminate inflammation. And so we told her to get off that product for the last week. Well, she'll share with you, if I brought her in here, that the inflammation in her shoulder and her wrist that she had broken in snowmobiling in January is coming back. She's found very difficult a couple of days as she heads to her surgery tomorrow, and she can't wait to get back on her Imulen. That's what she shared with me. And again, why? Because inflammation, blood flow, and so on. The Max product, do your own research, but the biggest thing about blood flow is having your blood cells separated and flowing, removing the bad and bringing the good to the rest of our body. That's what the Max does. It's an incredible product, easy to take, 4 sprays in your mouth 3 times a day. You'll love it. I would recommend that one to all of my friends. I would also recommend the More Detox, a product that you just add 2 droppers into some water. It has one ingredient called carbon 60, which you should Google. Take a look at it. It's an incredible discovery. It loads your body with what it needs. I personally believe that the combination of those 3 products, the Imulen, the Max, and the More, are kind of like my fountain of youth. I believe it's given me so much benefits. The things that I'm seeing happening, the nails growing, having to shave more often, all those types of things, I just feel like there's something going on there positively. And then after that, I want you just to say that, fruit drinks like the Immune drink, superfruits that have aloe vera to help your digestive system, I'd recommend till the cows come home. Once you get past the Immune product, because it helps with your inflammation, those of you that want to lose weight, we've got an incredible regimen. The Hibernate, it's a product that we acquired a company. I learned over $1 billion worth of this product has been sold in the past through another company. We actually have the formulation now in our company, and we don't even realize how big we have of the Hibernate. What does it do? It adds a melatonin naturally to you to take before you go to bed, helps you sleep, but helps you burn fat while you sleep. I love that product. It's a tasty one. We've got the Trim drink, which is excellent for those of you that don't like any kind of a coffee beverage or a cocoa beverage. And again, you can take that beverage, mix it into your bottle of water, and consume it between any time, really, and it'll cut your snacking down. Now, if you're into the coffee, which I am, the Thermaros coffee, which is our newest one, tastes amazing, smells amazing. The new rip sticks that you can rip open, you can get instant results from people having that experience. And I want to just say to you, once you understand how we can present what we have, you've got yourself a home run here. Cocoa, again, if you're not a coffee drinker, you can get into that. After that, there's a whole kinds of products. We actually have a new product that we're promoting called the 5-day facelift with our Instant U wrinkle cream, which I recommend that you do some research on. You can order samples of in these cards. And I can tell you these cards, when you fold them out, they've got a little video screen in there. You can put your iPhone over top of it, and the video of the demonstration plays for you. So we're creating an environment for you in behind the scenes. There's a team of people doing this, and you don't have to put the risk into creating it. That's what I love about this opportunity. Now, as I share with you the products, I also want to share with you that there's an awful lot of training and support that's here. Right now, there's 2 gentlemen that are going to be doing what I'm doing right now on a regular basis as we're spending more time at home, creating an environment for you to point, click, and share people with stories like this. Dr. Chi and John Aremza. There's a schedule that anyone who invited you to this can share with you, and you'll see regular Zoom presentations that you can pick a time, pick a recording, and share with the people that you care about. And why would you do that? Because there's an opportunity here, and because there's great products that can help them. So support, tons of it. When you talk about reinforcing the fact that an extra source of income is really good, let me just say to you that the way we reward you for doing what I'm describing, sharing products that you care about, finding an area of a company that has these 20, 30 products coming, more products coming, by the way, that you want to promote and use yourself. And again, if you don't drink coffee, the world drinks coffee. So be excited about that. You don't have to not do this because you say, well, I don't drink coffee. No, the world drinks coffee. You don't have to lose weight. Don't worry about it. The world wants to lose weight. You don't worry about your skin. Hey, you'll find some people that want to get rid of their wrinkles. There's products for everyone. So as I do that, we need to understand that we reward you in 2 ways, immediately and residually. And throughout that, we've got a compensation plan that has 7 different ways that we can do that. And I'm not going to go into all 7 ways because you can do your own research. We can send you videos on that. There's a great 13-minute video done by John Aremza, our top income earner, that we would happily share and send you that'll explain in detail what I'm going to describe to you in a minute. 2 ways to make money, immediately and residually. Immediately, we pay you what's called a fast start or a legacy code if you come in as a business builder, which will cost you $575, or a career pack, which is $11.99. If you come in those levels, you're going to be able to earn what's called a fast start on that purchase because you came in with whatever you came in. So you will earn $100 or $200 off of those purchases in what we call a fast start. That'll come up next Friday, one time. But there's something called a legacy code that I also consider as immediate income, because if you promote this with 3 people, and that's my task to all of you here this evening, is to go find 3 people that you know right now need an opportunity, that you know want to generate some secondary income, that you know don't have the investment dollars to invest in traditional business. And you know those people are out there because I'm one of them. I look at where I was 3 months ago, 6 months ago, and a year ago, and the traditional businesses that I own are challenged today, but I have a residual income in my Valentis business, thanks to most of you. So immediate income comes in the form of you finding 3, and we call it a legacy code. So if you were to bring 3 people in at either your business builder pack or the career pack, you can double the amount of money you make on that one purchase from that member next Friday. It's a $100 legacy code. So you can earn $200 on a Ruby pack and $300 on an Emerald pack. That's immediately on every transaction going forward. It even gets better than that, because as you bring in those 3 people and you become coded, and you actually are now recognized as the enrolling coded bonus legacy person, then every $100 that's paid from the 4th person and beyond will go to you because you're the coded bonus person. That's immediate income. And throughout all that, we're creating residual income because we're going to consume products. We're going to maintain our ranks. We're going to want to make sure the volume that we don't get paid on because we can't keep up with one team or the other because we only build 2 teams. That's how our business works. If one team's bigger, that volume will stay the next week. And now you can catch up and work on the other side. And we'll pay you 20% of the smaller team residually on everybody's effort, regardless of who sponsored them. That volume accumulates. And as that volume accumulates, we consider that residual income, because it's like build it once and you can do it forever. As we add products, often our checks will go up because all of our members will try the new products, see which ones they like, and adjust, right? And that's kind of our business, to be honest with you, is to go out there and create as many distribution channels as possible in the world globally. And as the products get added, you'll see your volume increase in either your left team or your right team. That's how we make money. Now, as I understand this business more and more today, I am appreciating it more and more today. And my message to all of you, to the folks that you have out there that are looking right now in the mirrors, they're seeing inside themselves a lot of fear. They can't get out of their own way. They can't get off the couch. They don't even know what to do, is pick up the phone and call somebody who can help you talk to somebody else. We call that third-party validation. And the important part of that is that we want you to listen to how one of your expert upline members can talk to the person you care about. And I want you to think very carefully about who you want in your team, because it should be the most incredible, influential person you know. You should make a list of quarterbacks and running backs and home run hitters and the curlers that can put the rock on the dot. Anybody that makes sense to you that can hit that dart in that red spot. The best influencing people you know are the ones that you should absolutely let me talk to, let Randy talk to, let Stan, anybody he's got that ability to understand how to present what we're chatting here about tonight or this afternoon or whenever you watch this, get us on the phone. That's what you need to do to share this with the people out there. Because I got to tell you, folks, we've got some time right now that we can take advantage of, and we need to make our lists all over again. We need to get on the phone with people and understand that this distribution channel, the network marketing the network marketing distribution channel that we've been talking about, me in particular, the last 4.5, 5 years, is about to go ballistic. Because I know there's 79 million people, at least a year ago they talked about, that were looking for an opportunity like this. I believe today there's 1 trillion people, if there's that many, if you know what I mean. billions and billions that are looking for that plan B. They're out there because the world has forced us to say, what else could I do? Well, this industry just arrived. It just grew up right before our eyes. And those of you that have been here for a while and learned and earned with us, get ready for a real fun ride. But you're going to have to do it right. You have to do it ethically. You can't go out there and tell people that they should do this because of negative stuff. What you want to say is, hey, let's build a 5 or 10-year plan together. And what's wrong with that? I believe in all my heart that I'm just starting. I think I've hugged the world a little bit in the last 5 years. I think my wife and I hug the world every day, one cup at a time. And I think that everyone in the world right now needs a hug. And I think every one of you on this Zoom and those of you that watch this recording after can join us on this adventure of helping the world see that there is another way. There is a better way to be able to share products and services. As distribution changes in front of us, the best form of distribution I've seen in my 30 years of business today is the network marketing industry. I put that on paper. I would sign it. I've sold companies to New York Stock Exchange companies. I've received payments and checks for millions of dollars for things that I've done. And I can tell you without a shadow of doubt, this form of distribution is the safest, best way for all of us to have a chance to share what we care about with the world. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope you got a little bit out of this. Brett, I'm going to let you sign off. And you know, if there's any questions, I'd happily answer them at the end of this. We may want to leave the recording on for just a couple of questions because we do have a couple of minutes. So why don't you just let anybody that has a quick question come on, and I'd love to share it.
For sure. I've opened it up, Don. Thanks for sharing, you know, this incredible opportunity that everybody has. And like Don says, if there's any questions, we'll just keep the recording on for just a few more minutes, and we'll get those questions answered.
I know there's some people on this recording here that I really respect, and I've got one in particular that was there, and I don't want to put him too much on the spot here, but Donnie, you're a good friend of mine. If you're there, I'm going to unmute you. You're in Kenora, Ontario. Donnie, are you live? Are you still on this Zoom call? I've unmuted you.
Yeah, I'm still here, Donnie.
Donnie, I mean, you and I are good friends. You're an international businessman. You've never seen anything like this in all your life. Let's not be negative. Let's find the positive in this. You recognize this as a long time ago, a retirement vehicle for you and Rhoda. Obviously today, shutting your store down to have appointment only. I feel for what you're doing, but I know why you're doing it. But talk about, just for 30 seconds, if you could, why you believe we're in the right place at the right time with this company.
Well, for one, in a positive note, even though we can't go bragging about it, I truly believe that we have, with all the products, what we need in this time of situation that we're all going through. Whether people believe that or not, we truly believe it. You know, Rhoda just turned 69, and you know what I am. And I truly believe this past 5-6 years we've been involved with Valentis, we would never, I mean, I thank God first, but I don't think we would never be in the situation we are if we were not taking the Valentis products. And you nailed it talking about the Amulin and things like that, Donnie, but it's everything. I mean, we, you know, I travel quite a bit. I've been very, very fortunate not to pick anything up in any of my travels, but I mean, times are gloomy right now, but you know, I heard you and John talking the other day, what a perfect time for now people are stuck at home or staying home to actually have a home-based business. And you couldn't have a good home-based business, first of all, if you didn't have the products, but most of all, it's like me selling brand name products in my store. And I consider Sony and Samsung to be the best that's out there. And you know, I couldn't support my customers if I didn't have the support and the belief in those products. And it's the same thing with Dave Jordan and Valentis and our whole team. And you know what? Like we always say, and Rhoda says, this is a family. And now, now more than anything, we got to stick together and just thank God we are in this position and we are involved in Valentis.
Well, Donnie, thanks. I appreciate that. You just said it perfectly. And it's a time for us to join together. And Brett, I think we hit our 30-minute mark. I thank everybody for joining me tonight. As I said, find out when those Zooms that are going on regularly now with Dr. Chi and John Aremza, different time zones. And let's build this business globally. It's the perfect time to do that.
Perfect. Great message, guys. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.